Can a child's trembling plea move the heart of a giant? Imagine a 10-year-old girl standing alone, begging an elephant for a miracle that will leave you in tears. Subscribe to our channel for stories that grab your soul and prove courage can spark miracles in the wildest places. In the blistering heat of a dusty savanna, a young girl named Lila quivered on cracked, sun-scorched earth, her small frame dwarfed by the vastness around her. Barely 10 years old, her faded dress fluttered in the wind, her braid loose from a long, desperate day. She didn't run or cry. Instead, she stood tall, hands clasped together, pleading to the towering grey monarch of the plains. Behind a snarl of thorny bushes and fallen logs, her little brother, a frail boy of 5, lay trapped. A heavy branch, felled by a storm, pinned his leg. His breaths were shallow, his face pale with pain. Lila had tried to free him, tugging at the branches with small hands, pushing with all her might, but the weight mocked her strength. Then she saw her, an elephant, her massive form a mountain against the horizon, her trunk swaying gently. Her deep, wise eyes gleamed with quiet power. Lila froze, fear shouting to flee, but a fierce love for her brother held her fast. She stepped forward, hands pressed together in a trembling plea, her eyes locked on the elephant's, begging for a miracle only a giant could give. The elephant paused, her gaze settling on the quivering girl. No trumpet, no charge, just a calm, heavy with ancient knowing. A faint, pained whimper rose from the trapped boy. Lila darted to his side, then looked back, her eyes screaming, "Please help him." With slow, earth-shaking steps, the elephant approached. The air thrummed with the scent of dust, fear, and fading hope. With a gentle nudge of her trunk, she pushed the heavy branch aside, as if it were a twig. The boy blinked up, weak but alive, his gaze meeting the elephant's. In that moment, they were bound. Two beings, one helpless, one mighty, tied by a thread beyond the wild. Lila gasped, tears streaming as she pulled her brother free, hugging him tightly. Then, as if moved by a surging gratitude, she turned to the elephant. She clasped her hands again, not in fear, but in radiant thanks. She dipped her head low, a silent bow to the giant who chose kindness. The elephant's eyes softened, a glimmer of warmth in their depths. With a low, rumbling breath, she turned and lumbered into the savanna, leaving only deep footprints and the echo of a miracle. Hours later, a ranger named Kofi, tracking elephants, found Lila cradling her brother, freed, with massive tracks circling the cleared debris. Weeks later, in the soft glow of dawn, Lila and her brother played outside Kofi's camp, their laughter bright, their bond unbreakable. Kofi gazed across the savanna, where an elephant roamed, carrying a silent vow. Sometimes, the smallest voice moves the mightiest heart. Sometimes, a child's courage rewrites the rules of the wild. Thank you for listening.